I'm here with Stephen Willy, who is one of the players representing Team USA at the World Youth Chess Championships. Stephen, tell me a little bit about how you got started into chess and where you're from.
So I started playing chess at the age of, I think 7 technically, but actually 8.
Okay.
I played one tournament when I was 7.
Gotcha.
Lost all 3 games. Decided to take like a 1.5 year break of forgetting chess, and then I started again at 8. So I don't know which one you want to call.
Okay, sure. What was the drive to come back into the game, and what kept you motivated to keep trying to get better?
I think like the drive was just, okay, I don't think I took it seriously, but my parents brought up that chess existed, and I remembered that. And then I decided, okay, let's play one time. And after the second time, I got 1.5 points, and this was a quad tournament, so it was 1.5 out of 3. And that was kind of enough motivation to make me look forward to playing. You know, I have a chance.
I see. And ever since, you've competed in many national championships, many of which I've commented on, and World Youth Championships. Is this your first one?
This is my first one, actually.
How do you compare your experiences with chess in the United States with 2 rounds a day and here with 1 round a day? Which one would you prefer?
I think I prefer this 1 round a day because number one, it's not as hectic, so I can just like relax, you know, half of the time. You know, I don't have to be worried about having time to even eat.
Okay, that's true.
Like, it's more relaxed in general. Yeah,
but
and it gives me nice time to relax, you know, especially when I'm coming to like a new place. And it's such an international tournament like this. It was really fun to have some time off.
And you got the chance to meet a lot of players from other countries. I saw you've made some friends, played some games in between to kind of chill, but also, as you said, like a bit socialize and stuff, right? That's a nice thing you do in the US too, though, right?
Right, but at the US you start to know everybody after a couple of tournaments.
Gotcha.
There's not a lot of new people.
Can you describe a day in your life here at the World Youth Championships? Like, how much time would you spend on prep, and then your walks that I saw you often taking with your dad?
Okay, so I would say a day for me here would be, okay, it's a little inconsistent, but sometimes I get up at like 7, you know, brush my teeth, and then like go for breakfast. Sometimes I just skip breakfast because I'd be too tired
from the previous round.
And then after breakfast, I typically come back to my room. I then prepare a bit. I call my coach. He was having a tournament during this championship, so we were trying to do it in the morning. So that would be around maybe 9. And then I would spend the next couple of hours maybe just preparing, deciding on the openings, kind of looking over the lines I can play. And then at about 12:30, I go for lunch, maybe talk a bit there, who knows, get back to the room at 1 or 1:30, just make sure I remember what I'm doing, you know.
Fair lines.
That way I'm not just like forgetting what I'm doing mid-game after all that overloading of preparation. And then I get myself ready maybe 20 minutes before the game so that I have enough time to actually get to the playing hall because the elevators were very busy here. And then I would start my game, and then this is about at 3. Let's say my game goes about 3 hours. I finish, come back to my room, analyze the game, then go to dinner, finish dinner, then either go back to my room or socialize a bit, and then sleep and repeat.
Okay, but I have seen you oftentimes on walks. Did I think misinterpret that? Because
you might have seen me out just a couple of times. I went out only like once or twice, actually walking. Maybe to the store over here. There's one maybe 1 minute away. just to get some stuff. Other than that, I didn't really take that many walks, especially later in the tournament.
Do you think that could have affected you getting tired towards the end of the competition at all? Because a lot of people mentioned the importance of exercising. Some of the kids maybe exercise even during the tournament. Do you think for you that could have made a difference?
I think for me, one of the biggest differences was actually sleep schedule. In the middle of the tournament, as I'm playing stronger players, I started to play some people higher rated than me. I started getting more concerned about figuring out what everything is happening in their games. Mm-hmm. And then I would stay up later, and then that would affect my sleep schedule. I'd go to bed later, wake up later. Maybe I'd have to miss breakfast because of that. And overall, this had a bit of an effect. But yeah, also just a tough tournament in general as you go on. It's 11 rounds.
That's definitely tough, 11 rounds. But you've done overall quite good, I would say. Do you feel happy with your overall performance here, chess-wise?
I feel pretty happy with my performance chess-wise. There are only 1 or 2 games that I was unhappy about. I'll take that in 11 games.
Okay. Any lessons learned that you want to share with your fellow maybe friends or competitors to take from such an event?
Yeah, I know I discussed this with you. One of the things that happened in many of my games, whether I got winning positions or I was just out of the opening, I would play maybe a bit too fast, either, I don't know, out of excitement or out of just habit. And this ended up costing me quite a few points, actually. And I would rather have just taken a bit more time. I mean, for me, I was just thinking, just blunder checking would be enough. Mm-hmm. But, even a bit more than blunder checking, just taking a bit more time than I had enough probably was a good idea.
What do you think you're gonna do when you go back home in order to try to improve that for future tournaments?
When I go back home, probably some exercises, in general, just to sharpen my intuition. Mm-hmm. Working on my calculation is definitely needed. That way I can save a lot of time and efficiency. Mm-hmm. It's really nice to have a coach who can guide me in that.
That's good to hear. Okay. Well, I want to also ask you, what did it feel to be a part of Team USA at this competition, being one of your first international ones?
It was really fun. I mean, I saw many, decent size of of team.
Okay.
Sometimes we were out, sometimes we were on our own, but it was really nice to have other people I knew, because over here, with so few people from North America in general, I wouldn't have known many other people otherwise. So it was really nice to have a community to rely on. There were a couple of times where I would ask people for help in preparation. Mm-hmm. So,
sharing games that you played against someone.
We would also share games, just in general. Mm-hmm. Ask each other how we're doing.
So there's a good team spirit that was built.
Right. I mean, it's much better than me just playing on my own over here, and there's no one to root for.
Okay. Well, we're all rooting for one another, right? That's a nice thing. I see what you're saying. Stephen, I have another very important question for you. This year, the grade K through 12 championships are taking place in Spokane. I know you live quite close to that place. How exciting is it to have the grade championships close to home?
It's extremely exciting because I have actually never played a national K-12. So this will be my first time. And
hopefully not the last.
Right. Okay. I don't have a lot of time left. I have only a couple of grades, but I hope I'll play more. Yeah, I have a couple of friends who play those tournaments quite often, and so it's nice to have it the first time in Washington. Mm-hmm. Very convenient. Also probably great for our local community. We have a lot of scholastic players, and this will be a great opportunity for them if they don't want to travel a ton.
Is it difficult for, living in Washington State to travel? Like most of the times, these great championships in the past few years took place in Florida. Was it difficult for you for your family to make the decision to come there?
Yeah, it was quite difficult. We were kind of like, is it worth it to go all the way to Florida? Just take that flight. And ultimately, living in Washington on the other side, it's a little bit difficult. So yeah, it's nice to finally have it closer and made the decision a lot easier.
Okay, that's good to hear. I know you're going to play, and you're probably one of the favorites to win it. So I don't want to put pressure on you now, but
there's a lot of people who go ahead of expectations, and they do really well at this event.
So you prefer not to have expectations and just take it one game or one day at a time?
I mean, there's upsides and downsides. I mean, at this tournament it was nice to not have expectations. That way I was not super disappointed with my results.
I see. Okay. And being close to home, do you think you will feel more pressure in a way, just because that could be also something that affects one?
Sorry.
No?
I actually feel like there's less pressure playing at home. Because at home, I'm in front of a community that I've known, talked to quite a bit, I've played quite a bit. I've already proven myself at home. Whereas if I'm traveling, these people are going to see just my rating. They're not ever going to know, how I've played, who I am. It's like you have a lot more to live up to.
I see. So there'll be some cheering going on for you there, right?
I hope.
Okay.
I think that the community is nice enough.
Okay, very nice. It's great to hear that, Steven. Final question. What are your goals in chess? What do you want to achieve?
So for now, my goals are, number one, solely to just get more experience. But number two, I'm trying to go for an international master norm.
Okay.
And so these norms, as some people may know, take 3 tournaments. Well, okay, that's 3 norms, which you need for an IM title. But one norm takes a performance of 2450 FIDE rating at a tournament. You need to have played people of federations different from your country.
Yes.
You also need to play 3 people who have at least an IM or GM title. And I think those are the main ones. And because of that, because of all these regulations, it's very difficult to even have a chance to get one at many tournaments. And so, for me, making the first one would be a huge accomplishment, as I have 0 right now.
Okay. And I know your rating has gone down a bit, but tell me, what keeps you motivated to go get that norm, Steven? Come on.
Yeah.
I want to hear your positivity now.
I mean, I know I played a couple of tournaments in December last year. And I know you commentated on the North American Youth in 2024. And that tournament, I had a really rough event, losing 30 points on K20. I played 2 more tournaments after that, got sick because of the traveling, and then ultimately lost 150 points.
That's
on
tough.
K factor 20. By the way, K factor is the variance of your rating, how much it goes up and down. So the normal for kids is 40, which means it goes twice as much up or down. So to lose 150 points on 20,
that was tough, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's a lot. So it's hard for me to get back up. But recently in 2025, I've been having slow progress. I've been making 5 points at a time. And, recently I've been feeling better about my games, so it gives me some motivation. I feel like I've improved.
So that's what keeps you motivating, the fact that you're learning every day a little bit and you're getting better
Right.
day by day, and the rating is gonna come.
Exactly.
You know that, right? Okay, good. Good.
I'm not doomed to be at the same rating.
No. I know you're gonna improve. You're a very creative player, so I know you're gonna continue to improve. Any final thoughts? Something that I didn't ask you that you'd like to share?
Something that you didn't ask me.
I did. It's okay.
There may have been one thing you asked me before the recording.
No.
but
Don't worry about it.
I'll leave that in secret. But
Okay.
thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing more of your success. I wish you good luck. Thanks for the interview, Steven.